Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to teach you how to use the Lotus PR350 XLI Pro portable power station. There are a lot of different use cases for this product, but currently there's actually a storm coming, so I want to test out this product and make a tutorial video at the same time. Quick note before I start the tutorial, even if this power station has a full AC outlet, that doesn't mean you can just plug in any appliance that you want. So if you plug in a full air conditioner, you're probably going to destroy your power station. And if you look at the side of the box, you'll actually find a guide to the recommended appliances that you can use with it. So you can see there are different voltages over here. After purchasing a power station, the first thing you need to do is charge it. So that's what I'm going to teach you how to do first. And it's really simple. All you need to do is get a charger that came with it in the box, which is this one over here, and assemble it. So we have this part over here, and this wire just plugs into the adapter, and then the other end goes into the port over here. Let me zoom in. So if we look closely, we have our input. I can just open this flap and plug in the charger. I'm gonna plug the other end into the power outlet, and now if you look closely at the display, it says 100%, so it's fully charged. Now that you know how to charge the power station, I'm going to give you a quick look around. At the top, we have our wireless charger and a handle. On the front, we have all the different ports and buttons. On the left side, we have our flashlight and an air vent. Now, you don't want to cover these vents since they have fans. At the back, there's just nothing here except some information. And this is actually a design, not an actual vent. Then on the right, there's another vent, and you can even see the cooling fans in there. So that's why I don't want to cover it. At the bottom, there's nothing except like a few warnings. And that's pretty much it. Based on the design of these feet and the design of the top, I think they're stackable. So if you have multiple of these, then you might be able to stack them. Now I'm going to teach you how to use the built-in lights. So if we look at our handle over here, you'll notice that we have a button, and that controls all the different lights. So if I tap it once, we have our flashlight. If I tap it again, we have this light in the handle. So it's very simple, right? Let me turn off the lamp and show you how bright the lights are. So here's our flashlight. You can carry it like this. Although keep in mind that this power station is kind of heavy, so you'll have to... It's basically like you're carrying a brick instead of a flashlight. And then this light over here, which is more of like a floodlight, you can also adjust it. So you can point it up or point it towards me. Okay? Now I'm going to teach you how to operate your power station. All of these ports over here allow you to get power except this input port, which is pretty obvious since it says input. So it's only for charging. Now, first you want to select which port you want to use. And there are a few different ports to choose from. If we look at our DC, we have this 12-volt plug, which is the same one you'll find in your car. If we open the USB section, you'll see 3 USB-A ports and 1 USB Type-C port. And if we open the AC section, you'll see we have a full-size AC port. Now, for this demonstration, I'm going to select the USB port first. So I'm going to open this flap. And then once you selected your port, you're going to plug something in. So for example, let's get a USB-A cable and plug it in. Whoops. Then plug the other end into this iPhone. And now I can charge it by turning the power station on. So you want to click on this on button. And you want to select the port that you want to use. So I'm going to use the USB port. Very simple, right? And now, wait for it. Nothing happened. So let's see what's wrong. Let's unplug and plug it back in. Now this is an old charging cable, so that may be the problem. And there you go, the iPhone's charging. Now there's also a USB Type-C port. Let me demonstrate that. So I'm gonna get my USB-C cable. Well, I kind of dropped it. And plug it in over here. And then plug it into the iPhone. And also charges. Now keep in mind, you can use all of the ports at the same time. So if I want to use the USB and DC and AC, I can turn all of them on. Now the downside of that is it will obviously drain your power station easily compared to just using one of these ports at a time. You can use this wireless charger as long as the power station is on. So if I place this iPhone on top, you'll see it begins charging. It doesn't have to be perfectly aligned. You can rotate it in different ways, similar to a regular wireless charging pad. And I really love wireless charging since it supports different devices. So I can place my earphones over here and it'll also charge. So this is really good if you're camping, so you don't have to carry all of your cables with you. A few days ago, there was a power outage, and luckily I had this product since I was able to power my TV and electric fan. So I want to give you a quick demonstration of how powerful it is by plugging in an electric fan. Now obviously this isn't a super high voltage appliance, but it's really useful to have, especially when you have no power, since it gets really hot. So let's plug this into our AC port, turn it on, and keep in mind you can plug in extension cords as long as you don't exceed the limit. So just don't overload it. Now if we look closely, let me remove this iPhone from the tripod. You'll see that it shows the amount of time remaining, so 47 hours. And well, obviously 47 hours since the fan isn't on. Now I'm going to turn the fan on, the highest setting. You might be able to hear the wind noise through the microphone. And keep in mind, this is a 40-watt fan. Just like that, it's being powered by our power station. Now I want to take a look. It says it will power the fan for about 7.2 hours. So it's using about 37 watts. And that makes sense since the fan is using 40 watts. Or I mean, it's rated at 40 watts. And I'll be pretty comfortable for about 7.2 hours. I'll probably be able to fall asleep at night if it's raining. So here's what it looks like from a distance. Yeah, 7.2 hours. Here's what it looks like powering multiple devices at a time. And I'm not using the DC port since my car adapter is actually in the car. Now if we look closely, it's using more power and will last for around 5.5 hours while charging this iPhone, powering the fan, and using the light. If I turn off the light, you'll see that, and remove this phone, you'll see that it will decrease, or increase I mean. So now it's gonna last for around 7 hours. So at least it estimates the power, and it will last for around 7.1 hours, now that the fan is the only one being powered. And if you look closely, you'll notice that the battery has been 100% the whole time since I started testing it. So I probably won't charge it again after using it since it's still full. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video and found it useful. Feel free to leave a comment, question, or suggestion down below. And please like and subscribe for more and to help support the channel. So, thanks for watching.